Hey, I'm Avery, and this is my vlog for MEJO 577. If you've been with me from the start, you know that this vlog is all about digging into other people's passions. I wanted to do this not only because it excites me, but also because I could not imagine talking about myself for 12 weeks in a row. However, the COVID pandemic has unfolded rather rapidly, and we've been asked to socially distance and stay home for the next coming weeks. So I'm going to have to pivot, and believe it or not, this vlog is going to be all about me. That's right, I tried my hardest not to talk about myself, but you're getting an entire video all about me. I love asking questions. It's just something that I've always done since I was a baby. I've always been curious. As I've grown older, I realized that a lot of the conversations that I have with friends are just me grilling them over and over and listening to their answers. So instead, we're going to do the exact opposite today. I went on my Instagram yesterday and I asked my followers and my close friends to ask me questions about literally anything. And I'm excited to finally be on the other side of the questions and answer them for myself. All right, let's go ahead and rule of thirds here. All right, so our first question is, what's your favorite movie and why? Well, Grandpop, my favorite movie as of right now is Green Book. I know that my grandpa has seen this, but if you haven't, it's about a white Italian man who drives around a black musician in the 1960s. It's so good. Next is the question, favorite class you've taken, also do you like UNC as a school? I would say my favorite class would have to be, other than this one, I really loved my advertising creative class. The professor was really great. I hope you're watching, hi. I started out and I was really bad at it, and I got like an F on my first assignment and was like, oh, I'm never gonna be good at this advertising thing. But I really grew throughout the semester and it was a lot of fun. The second part of the question is tough. I love UNC. I love it so much, and I've had the best experience here, and I've made the best friends, and I think the education that I'm getting is awesome. However, I don't think UNC is for everyone, and I don't think a lot of people say that. People are scared to talk about it, but I will really quick. UNC is competitive, the classes are hard, like I'm not going to lie. Some people really struggle, and I also think that it takes a specific personality to thrive at UNC. For instance, the really social and outgoing and competitive cutthroat people are going to do really well at UNC. And a lot of times people who don't fit that exact mold get lost in the cracks. And I think that's something that UNC really needs to work on. So I love UNC, but I know that other people don't, and I think that that's really valid. All right, now that the serious stuff is over, our next question is, what's your favorite quarantine snack? If aliens came to your house and inquired about music, what song would you play them? It's crazy how many typos there are in this when your phone really fixes it for you, but I think that's what you meant, Rob. So here's my thought process. I have 2 or 3 songs that make me feel a bunch of things. That's the only way I can put it. It's the songs that give you goosebumps, or when you're sad, you listen to them, they make you more sad, or when you're happy, they make you more happy. And I think I would want the aliens to feel things too. But then I thought it might be a little selfish of me to choose songs only from our decade and our time period, because there have been so many great artists beforehand. So my final answer is I would put the aliens in a car with me, roll down the windows, and make them listen to CCR and have a great little road trip with them. Oh, I love this next question. It says, what do you think of Tiger King? So I think the real question is, do you like Tiger King? And I answer with another question, and that is, did I waste my family's printer ink and tuck Joe Exotic into bed last night? And that answer is yes. All right, next is a series of questions about jobs. My incredible housemate Sarah Friday asked to recap all the jobs I've had in the past. Let's see, so cashier, ice cream scooper, Mary Kay office assistant, gene therapy company, clean juice juicerista, automotive marketing, and then now I work for an entertainment company and help out with their marketing as well. So that's kind of a lot in a short amount of time, but those are the jobs I've had. And then Ashley asks, how do you get a job? So I got a job, woo! I'm super excited to start, hopefully in the summer. But I have 2 tips for you that really helped me. First, only a couple weeks into my job search, my dad gave me a really good tip, and he said, don't apply to jobs that you don't really want. That seems like a no-brainer, but it's really easy to go on LinkedIn and just click whatever you want. So when I started really focusing on what companies I liked and actually saw myself working for, it actually paid off. It's really easy as a college senior to not even think about who you want to work for. My second tip is, as soon as you can in an interview, make it more like a conversation and less like an interview. When it boils down to it, you're going to feel more comfortable yourself. There's nothing worse than feeling really stiff during an interview, and as soon as you can turn it more into a conversation and relate to the interviewer, your nerves will be calmed and maybe the interviewer will find something in common with you. This leads perfectly into where would you like to live? And I am moving to New York in July. That's where I want to be right now. I don't see myself there forever. We'll see. I think I like nature and fresh air too much. But in the long run, I could see myself in like Colorado or Washington, somewhere with big trees. I love big trees. All right, speed round. What is your favorite amphibian? The little green tree frogs. What's your favorite thing to cook? Buffalo chicken anything. Best memory at UNC, obviously rushing Franklin Street after we won the national championship. If you could only eat one food during quarantine, what would it be? What are you most looking forward to do when quarantine is lifted? I'm excited to hug people. I didn't think I was a physical touch person. If your food is bad at a restaurant, should you say something or eat and suffer? You should say something. I would most definitely eat and suffer though. Favorite recipe, craft, book, or series of journal entries you enjoy? I'm gonna go with poem because that's interesting, and that is A Work of Artifice by Marge Piercy. All right, we have two more questions. The first one's very, very important, and that is, how do I minimize screen time? Please help. Girl, I have no idea. I also would like to know how to minimize the amount of carbs I eat during quarantine, but I can't figure that one out either. Ben asks, what are some good running tips? I would say to be that obnoxious person and talk about when you run. That might sound dumb, but when I first started getting into running, I would text my mom or my brother-in-law and my sister and tell them how much I ran or how fast I ran, and it was a really great motivator. Holding yourself accountable is the best way to start doing something, and you'll learn to love it with time. And if you don't, then you don't have to be a runner and you can find a different hobby. Okay, our very last question is not a question but a statement, and it is from Abby Cantrell, and it says, I've seen people try different hobbies every day for a week. Could be fun. Well, Abby, funny that you say that because that is my plan for the rest of the semester. As I recapped in the beginning, finding other people's passions is a bit hard when you can't leave your home. So instead, I'm going to give myself a challenge every week and document it and see how that added or took away from my everyday life. This idea came from Matt Diavella, who is a really great cinematographer and YouTuber. He does this on a larger scale with a month of cold showers or of lucid dreaming or meditating. So on a smaller scale, I will be doing a new challenge every week and letting you know how it affected my life and if I'll keep doing it in the future. That concludes my question and answer for you all. I'm sure it was thrilling for everyone who stayed this far. I hope you'll keep watching my videos, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.